What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is long overdue. How to use and how to fight Nick Fury. Nick Fury is one of the most prolific attackers and defenders in the entire game, and it's only fitting that I make a how-to video regarding this guy. So, Nick Fury is incredibly powerful on offense and defense, and I'm going to show that off in this video. So, let's start off with a basic fight where I can just show off Nick Fury sort of doing his thing without being in the second life. So let's go fight Void. So Nick Fury, if you have him awakened, has access to this second health pool, which gives him his massive Fury buff and allows him to keep it permanently in the fight as long as it doesn't get nullified. Nick Fury also deals massive bleed damage on his ending light attack, and he can also stack up something called an internal bleed, which I'm going to show off right now. He can remove non-damaging debuffs on knockdown, and as you can see, that bleed damage, even being in his first life, is incredibly powerful. Gonna throw a special one here to build up some charges. Cross the threshold 10 to stop Void's debuff there. When you reach 8 of your debuffs, of your bleed debuffs, you trigger an internal bleed, which is a passive bleed that deals a lot of damage over time and allows your other bleeds to last longer per tactical charge you would have on yourself. So, in just a generic matchup, I took a little bit more damage than necessary, but it honestly doesn't matter because these matchups are not going to be the main situation where you're using Nick Fury. I'll show off one more situation where it's just like the basic Nick Fury match. And then I'll show off like the actual how to use Nick Fury in his prime perfect state. So we'll go fight Quicksilver here, just to show off another basic matchup where you're going to keep your first life intact, and you're not going to worry about getting into that second life quickly. So Quicksilver is an Avenger, so you can just start off with the basic combos. Go for a little sidestep here. Even without the internal bleed, Nick Fury's ending light attack bleed with deep wounds is incredibly powerful. Throw a light attack combo there. Gonna go for a special 2 dex. The good thing about Fury is, like I said, on knockdown, he purifies non-damaging debuffs. So Quicksilver's Whiplash will get purified every time I knock the opponent down. And again, another basic matchup, 100% health remaining, 40 seconds. Just base damage Nick Fury is wild. Now, let me show you what Nick Fury looks like with his actual, real damage. So if you thought that was good, oh boy, just wait. Just you wait. Real Nick Fury, the real deal Nick Fury, deals pretty ridiculous damage in that second phase. So when you have your Fury's Fury buff, your tactical charges are paused, and you also gain double the charges you would typically gain. So when throwing a special one, you typically gain 4. With your tactical charges, you'll gain 8. When getting hit, you'll typically gain 1. With your tactical with your Fury buff, you'll gain 2, as you can see. So I'm gonna let Star-Lord absolutely bludgeon me. Just hit me a lot, because I need to get to that second life. What that second life is going to do is it's going to heal me all the way up to 100% and then drain my health slowly but surely so that I go down to 30%. Now I'm going to keep letting Star-Lord hit me until I reach at least 16 of my tactical charges. Alright, doesn't matter. He hit me too many times. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was hoping he'd leave me at 19, but it's irrelevant. Now, I have my Fury's Fury buff, which is insane, like 12,000 damage per tick on that bleed. And that bleed duration is going to go way up. So, I'm going to throw my Relic here, build up to my special 1. And right now the opponent can't evade. I have 8 of my tactical charges, and I also can't miss. So, if Star-Lord were to be causing me to miss at any point for whatever reason, he now is no longer able to do that. Gonna build up my internal bleed, throw my special 1. When you're above 15 tactical charges, you are unblockable. And like I said, the bleed duration, once that internal bleed is up, gets increased per tactical charge you have, with the Internal Bleed. So you just kind of do stuff like this, and watch as 3.3 million health starts to slowly melt away. Throw the special 2. That Internal Bleed is dealing a very nice amount of damage. I like to go for 4-hit combos with light attacks, just sort of waiting for the opponent to give me an opening when they block. Like right there. Like right there. And you can just speed run millions of health with Nick Fury in this second life. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go for another medium combo. The special 2 always applies 4 bleeds, so you can go in for a medium, and then by the end of the special 2, you'll have another internal bleed. And now I just need to bait Star-Lord's special 2 here, and 1 or 2 more light ending combos, and Star-Lord is going to be in the bin. Go for a relic, go for a medium into a light attack ending combo, and that is all she wrote with Star-Lord. There you go. 3.3 million health, even after taking like 30 hits to the face to get to this threshold in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. You take away the ramp-up time, so I start the fight already in my second life, and you could easily do this fight in probably under 2 minutes. I think that is incredibly possible. And this is only a rank 3 Nick Fury, so rank 4 Nick Fury would go even crazier. So now let's take a look at Nick Fury on defense. Now, Nick Fury on defense. I have a plethora of different champions to show off Nick Fury on defense here. One thing that I will point out when we get to that threshold in the fight is that when Nick Fury has his unblockable, and he's above 1 bar of power, but he cannot throw a special attack to, like, continue being unblockable, he will not throw his special 1. Let me show you what I mean by that with, I think Danny Moonstar is probably a good example to show that off. So we're going to go in, we're going to hit Nick Fury a bunch here. I'm going to trigger my illusion, throw my special 1. Danny might actually be dealing too much damage even at rank 2, so we'll see. Alright, now we bait a special 2 here from Fury. Going for a full combo into my own special 2. And there's the marked passive, preventing Nick Fury's second life. Neuroshock takes him down. Rank 2 Danny Moonstar handles Nick Fury in 51 seconds. If you have a champion with marked, or like Sandra Nova as well, reduces Fury's regeneration rate, you can prevent Nick Fury's second life from triggering. So, champion like Danny Moonstar gets the job done. Now let me show you what a fight looks like with Juggernaut, or someone that I can consistently push Fury to that threshold of tactical charges without him pushing himself to the Fury's Fury buff. So let me show you what I mean by him not throwing his special attacks when he has the unblockable. So let's go with Venom here. And you're going to see that I'm going to... Wow, really good buff RNG with Venom. I'm going to push him to above 15 tactical charges. And he's not going to want to throw his special attack. So watch. Look at this. He's not throwing the special, because he knows that if he throws his special 1, he will go back to not being unblockable. So he doesn't throw the special. Utilize that trick to your advantage. Get your openings, hit Fury's block, get him to throw a heavy attack. Do whatever you have to do, because Fury's not going to throw that special attack. Doesn't even matter if they got hit there. I just wanted to show that interaction off. Now let me show you what a legitimate Venom fight looks like with me actually, like, going at him and not just trying to show off an interaction. So now let's show Venom off in a proper setting here, while I'm actually, like, paying attention to the fight and going full throttle. So with Nick Fury, the main thing you want to do is bait his heavy attacks and push him to special 2, and then if you need to bait a special 1, again, try to do it when he's below that threshold of being unblockable. Parrying Fury also reduces the charges that he gains. I believe parrying him drops the charges by 1. Yeah. Not as good of buff RNG this go around, but it's no big deal. Bait the special 2. Even a rank 3 Venom does incredibly well for Fury. As you can see, I can just go for an intercept. Fury is not going to throw that special 1. I can push him to his second life. Use my relic to get a little bit of an opening. Hopefully consume the Fury's Fury buff. Okay, we didn't do it. That's no big deal. Go for another combo here. Again, just try to eat the Fury's Fury buff. Perfect. Go for a little intercept. And rank 3 Venom gets the job done against Nick Fury. Healing up from consuming those Fury buffs. And even a rank 3 Venom takes out Nick Fury in just over a minute. No issues at all. Venom's the GOAT. Venom is such a beast. I want to rank 4 Venom at some point, but that's not the topic of this video. Now let me show off Juggernaut. I mentioned showing him off earlier, but I ended up picking Venom to show off that specific interaction. Juggernaut, it's sort of a similar situation to Venom. You just deal a lot of damage and prevent Nick Fury from kind of doing any defensive threat, from being a defensive threat, because you deal so much damage. So that's the name of the game here with Juggernaut. Going to go in for a little bit of an intercept combo. Even getting that bleed on me is not that big of a deal because it's just willpower at the end of the day. And then I will trigger the unstoppable regeneration again, I think in the duration of this fight. So I shouldn't have to worry about the chip damage that I take from trying to land an intercept. Or from him hitting my block. We're going to throw the relic here. Wait a little bit before throwing this special 2. Alright, well, looks like it's going to be a special 3 now. That's honestly no big deal. A little too much power from Mystic Dispersion. There's that regen that I was talking about. And as you can see, look, no special 1 from Fury. He's not going to throw it. He's not going to throw it. He's not going to throw it. Just hit his block to push him over 2 bars of power. Whatever you got to do, he will not throw that special 1. Throw my own special 2, and there you go. While it wasn't as fast as the typical Juggernaut fight could be, we did get to show off that ability with his special 1 again. That's just an AI thing. That's not a Nick Fury, like, in his base kit thing. That's just an AI bias from Nick Fury. 2 more champions to show off here. We have Sunspot, and then we have Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. Now, Sunspot can prevent Nick Fury's second life, just using the Despair Mastery to prevent his regeneration. You need to time it properly to where you're throwing your special 2, and by the time he would just be about to regen, you throw that final hit of the special 2, all of the Incinerates get applied, and Nick Fury doesn't have any regen, and either heals just a little bit, or doesn't heal at all in his second phase. Throwing special 1s. I'm just going to block. Dex out of the very end of it. Go for another special 1 here. And now I'm going to build up to my special 2. Go for a little parry into a heavy charge. This should time. Okay, not perfectly, but Sunspot still can handle this by just getting right back to another special 2. Heavy charge. Go for the parry. Full combo into special 2. And even without preventing his second life, we still get Fury down in less than 60 seconds, I think. Yeah, 57 seconds. I could have prevented his second life. I think I needed to deal a little bit more damage and kill him with the second to last hit of the special 2, and then the final hit would prevent the regen because it deals a lot of damage, and even if it doesn't crit, just the Incinerates being applied prevents the regen from pushing him back to that full health threshold. So now for the final Fury fight here, we have Mr. Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. The name of the game here is, just like every other Stark Spidey fight, you build up to your 10 poise charges, you ideally push Fury to special 2, and you have a really good time. So that's what we're going to do right now. And Stark Spidey will be rank 4 on my live server account very, very soon here. So, going to build up to our 10 poise charges. Going for a little bit of a hit just to stop Fury from wasting time with the heavy attack. Alright, now we go in for a full combo. Lots and lots of damage. Gonna go in for a special 1 stun here, just to push him over 2 bars of power. Alright, now he's in his second life. Bait a little heavy attack. Bait a special 1 at a perfect time. Going for the relic. Little heavy attack. Into a special 1 intercept. And that's all she wrote for Nick Fury with Stark Spidey. Just over a minute there. No big deal. So, that is all I have to show off for how to use and how to fight Nick Fury. Please let me know if this video was helpful and or informative for you. That is the goal of every single one of these how-to videos, and I really hope they're helping people learn more and more about new champions they end up pulling or need to fight in some way, shape, or form. Thank you very much again for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.